Hey, good morning, everyone. This is starting my week here. This is my morning brief. This is Gary. So basically, what I got going on here in the markets on our wave counts. Okay, so we have an A, B, C Elliott wave. Okay, we are currently trading right at the A. We've technically invalidated it for 2 days now. Could be a basing pattern for a move up for our fourth leg here on the reset here in the markets. Could very well be. My main takeaway going this morning here is how we, ever since Friday, we have barely been able to. We poked above this Elliott, uh, this A leg A. We've only poked above it and immediately rejected in the overnight session here, and we're back below that again here on the count. Uh, we have a three, but this three might not be a completed pattern yet. So what we did Friday, we did put a higher low in on the ESs. So technically, we could be putting in the another leg higher here. So we'll see what happens here. I do have a four up here right now. That could all change if we were to take that four out and go higher here. So we are, technically, that's why everybody went long the markets early yesterday, Friday afternoon, thinking that the wave count was changing, and instead they validated the count and it rejected right here at this high, right there where the count was supposed to change, and we were supposed to get a bullish continuation. They rejected that Friday. So really in limbo here, trying to decide whether or not money is going to come in here and support this market. We are in a bearish seasonality, bearish wise. We've got some major sell side. Uh, they bought for the next few weeks a lot of puts activity for the next 2 weeks. Big money is hedging themselves, which we haven't been seeing that happening. So just keep that in mind going forward here. I'm more into the bearish side, but the count suggests we could get relief rally, of course. So definitely keep this on watch. What I'm looking at right here, thinking we're going to be coming down here. Ultimately, your primary trend is way down here. See this blue line? That is your primary trend. That gets you down to 3,600. So that's we came down close to that in June, and ultimately I think that's where we're headed. Only time will tell. So we'll see what happens on that one here. We still have to get through this. There is a Andrews pitchfork right here, and we are still outside and above that Andrews pitchfork. So our first test would be to come down here to the 3850 area for a real hard test of the 3850 area if we were to come down. Okay. Our first main test of support, which we have not even done yet, that's our 200 weekly, in my opinion. Currently, it's trading at 3570 area. Yes, 3570, 3580 area. Okay. So I'm thinking here over the next couple of weeks here, you're going to see this 200 weekly move even closer into the $3,600 range. So let's keep a really close eye on that. Really thinking magnets here. Ultimately, if we were just be putting a lower high in here, and we're going to have a similar move from the January to June move low, we do a similar move. That's going to put us all the way down here to 3,200 potential, and to retest these COVID low areas here on the ESs. And I've been saying for some time now that I was actually looking for the 3,400 area as that being the election day. Biden's election day. Biden got elected. That's 3,400 was where we were trading whenever he got elected into office. And so I've been looking. So definitely keep those. Those both of those targets are below that 200-week moving average if we were to get it. So I'm really focused in here on the Q where I got a channel drawn right here. We are at channel lows. We haven't broke it yet. Uh, the count Friday, we did put a higher low in Friday, but a higher or a lower high in as well. So we didn't get any. There was a big move Friday, but as far as Elliott wave goes, we didn't really change anything from what we had Thursday. So keep that in mind. They were overlapping days here on the Qs. Okay. So I want to zoom in here real quick. How are we trading right now? We are trading below the 50% of our wedging pattern. So far this morning, we're showing some relative weakness, and we do have a 2 count Elliott wave. We broke that Thursday. We broke it again Friday. We're right here hugging it to open the week. So keep that in mind here. So ultimately, if we were to get back up over the basically the 298.50, then that is probably going to start giving you a bullish signal for the afternoon session, 298.50. So we want to keep that on watch here. So that's going to, basically mirror what we had Friday. We held held this area Friday morning. We rallied, and then they just dumped it in our face. So we want to keep that on watch here. But like I said, the Elliott wave really did nothing of a bullish or bearish change on Friday's action. Some other things I'm looking at right here. This here is your fib arcs, okay, and they can denote major fib support or fib resistance. So we've came into the last stage before we go into unity on our fib trends. This is really important considering how important IWM is going to be under pressure this week with all PMI data from across the planet. And then we have Powell speaking this week too. So all that stuff is coming together here for some down pressure, possibly down pressure here on the Russell this week. So definitely keep this on watch. So we basically, after hours, we tagged my fib arcs. Okay, we're still above it today. So keep that in mind going forward here. A very, very important time frame. Everything seems to be pointing down here into the low 160s here on our trends, and to me, it looks like we're just walking down here on the IWM. And so keep that one on watch here going forward. Now, the downtrend, the Elliott wave count here. So we do have a trend line right here, slightly higher low as of Friday. And then what we got going on right here, so it's a wedging. We got a wedging pattern also. It's very similar to what we saw on the NASDAQ. Okay, so this one here looks like this is almost, this is actually a bearish wedge, more of a bearish wedge pattern going into today. So keep that in mind. That's following hand in hand with some of the things I'm looking at here. If you go on to 1 hour real quick here, where's 1 hour? No, let's go to daily. Okay, and as you can see here, it just looks like to me that we are just edging ever so close, ever so lower here to ultimately where all these things are merging. It just looks like, and we are in our final fib arc, in my opinion, potentially a final fib arc area. Going into the final stages of this unity of our trend lines. So this one here really looks to me like everything's pointing to the 163 area here on the Russell. So that's just a quick rundown what I'm seeing right here. We really do not have any type of clear direction here early this morning. So just draw your lines based between Thursday and Friday, and we start breaking trends. We just go with the direction. So thanks a lot. Appreciate your time, guys.